If you fix this one mistake, you'll attract more women without looks maxing woo woo advice. Now, this actually reminds me of how I started, where I used to have like terrible acne on my face. It was like bloody and shit, and infections all over my face and my back as well. So I had back acne too. I had braces on my face for like 2.5 years. I had like a terrible haircut, no beard, like pubic hair, like like the pubes on your face hair type of beard, and basically everything about me was just like subhuman in a way. I looked terrible, like way worse than most people. And imagine that all at the same time. And then after a few years, I've did this one switch which made a huge difference because now I am with my girlfriend after, of course, rejections and everything. Got with a few girls, and now I'm currently with my girlfriend for 3 years now, wife equality and everything. And how I got to this point is because of this one thing that I realized that not a lot of people are talking about, and it's actually science. But of course, I'm gonna give it to you in like a broad science way so you can understand it a bit better. Basically, what women find attractive, what people in general find attractive in a person's face, like when you see a model on these magazines and shit, and they're like looking all handsome and shit, well, maybe want to kiss him a little bit, no homo, but you just see them and you're like, fuck, okay, so they're attractive, but why? You never know the exact reason why. Like, I heard this quote from a movie that the how isn't never as important as the why. And we never ask enough why, question it, why does it work like that? And the reason why it actually does, it's like I've learned this actually a little bit ago, but it's super easy to overcome and take advantage of it. So what you actually need to understand is that for you to become attractive, or what women men find attractive in a face, is the symmetry. So this is your face right now. It's kind of not really symmetrical. There's like this one filter where you just look at your face and it's not symmetrical. That's what makes people not look at you as someone who's attractive or mediocre, but someone who has a symmetrical face. It's way more attractive, way more appealing, and magnetic. So how can you actually achieve that look without doing like any fucking jaw surgeries or bullshit that you don't want to waste money on, or like that the insecurity, like people are so insecure about their fucking face that they do all this shit instead of like improving on the small things. So for example, if you look at Atomic Habits, which is about habits, one of the best things you can do is like change the environment, which of course is a side point, but change the environment to improve, basically let go of the bad habits and adapt the new habits to the new environment. But it says, for example, instead of moving to a new place, you just change, for example, the design of your room. So you change the desk from here to there, your bed from here there to here, whatever. And it makes your brain, it kind of rewires your brain and restarts it. So now when you sit at the new desk over there, your brain is like, okay, I've never watched reels here, for example, especially when you're doing work or studying. So now I'm not gonna do it anyway because it's like new environment, I'm adapting, whatever. Basically, the whole point is that you find the easier way to achieve the same result. You don't have to always go with the extreme route. And how you do that is by first adding sunglasses, because if you really think about it, why the fuck do people love sunglasses? Why the fuck do they look so good on you and make you look so much more attractive? It's because they're symmetrical. So you're adding to the symmetry. You're making your face, giving the illusion that it's more symmetrical. So you basically add the sunglasses on top, and boom, now you just look way more like 20-30% more symmetrical without even trying anything else, just like by spending 100-200 dollars on sunglasses, and boom. That's the first thing. Second thing is adding, basically grooming yourself to the point where it's more symmetrical. Again, you add symmetry to your face so that whatever imperfection there is, it's not visible. Of course, another thing you can add, which I didn't add here, is braces, taking care of your teeth. Super important because, bro, teeth are in my opinion, one of the number like not top five, top three things that you need to take care of, because first thing that women see in you isn't your fucking personality. It's your teeth, it's your hygiene, it's your style, your physique, all that. And of course, your haircut. If you didn't get this, you did not watch Naruto. But anyway, so this is your haircut. You need to take care of that as well. Have something that's more symmetrical, especially something like mine haircut, which is like falling to the front, not to the left or to the right, because that again creates asymmetry or whatever. You're basically non-symmetrical. But if you have something like a slick back or a quiff or something that falls to the front, for example, that will make your face way more symmetrical than before. And lastly, is to remove some shit, which is to chew instead of chewing from one side or the other. You're gonna learn this, especially if you're gonna put on braces or if you ever did that before, that you need to chew on both sides. Do that as much as possible to remove that asymmetry and basically kind of build, it's like building muscle. Build the same muscle, train both sides of your mouth so that one doesn't look like it's chiseled as fuck and the other one is droopy or some shit. So both of them are symmetrical. And sleep. Instead of sleeping on one side of the bed, like on your face, sleep on the other as well. Or even better, sleep on your back so that you don't sleep on one part of your face, especially if you want to wake up and not have this like ugly bed hair and shit. So now if you add all these and remove these, you'll have the handsome Squidward face. That was like my drawing of a handsome Squidward. But yeah, that's all. If you're done guessing and you want to build this confidence for real and you want to attract that 10 out of 10 girlfriend without having to do all this bullshit looks maxing, like wasting years of your life, I've left a link with the first link in the description. I've left their link. Click it and book a call where we can talk one-on-one and map out your next steps so that you can love the man who you're becoming while at the same time getting the girl, wife, or girl, whoever you want, that 10 out of 10 that you always wanted. Stop wasting time, my G.